celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. This history, the culture, the passion, and the pride. Join CW7 Arizona in celebrating the many contributions of our Hispanic communities. Welcome to Hispanic Heritage Month.
Hello, welcome. I'm Brad Perry.
And I'm Teresa Strasser.
As we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have shaped Latino communities around the U.S.
From food to art to dance and more, we are honoring the rich history and diverse culture by bringing incredible stories of strength and perseverance to the forefront.
Yes. All right, listen, this first story is amazing. It's a journey that a baker in Laveen that literally stumbled upon his success.
That's right. What began with a starter has risen into cult favorite bread and desserts that reflect his Colombian culture and his passion for baking. Take a look.
Andres Cando is a veteran, gay, and Hispanic-owned business here in Laveen, Arizona. We are a micro bakery, cottage bakery, and we bake sourdough bread and sourdough baked goods. I never was a baker to begin with, but cooking was always in my blood. And then when I received the starter, it was kind of like a gift. One of my close friends gifting it to me. And I started baking bread, and I saw that I can actually put cooking into baking that bread. So I started different recipes. That's when we created the Colombian chorizo bread. And I just said, hey, you know what? You can actually put cooking into baking and make it something that's very unique. Sourdough bread is a pretty long process. It takes about 2 days to actually bake a sourdough loaf. We get the sourdough starter, feed it, grow it, and then put in water, our flour, our starter, and then start the process of baking our bread. Then we go into bulk fermentation. And then the next day we start actually baking our bread. So some of the breads we have here is our plain OG, which is our plain loaf. We also make a masa madre Mexican bolillo roll, which is made out of sourdough starter. We have our jalapeno with cheddar cheese. It's a little bit spicy, so it's a really good loaf. We also have our pizza loaf, which has pepperoni, mozzarella, and fresh Italian herbs. We have our miniature baguettes, and then our sandwich loaf. If you want to have a nice sandwich, you can use our sandwich loaf. And we use our baguettes here. I did a little bit of a tomato with basil and a little bit of olive oil on top, so it's great for charcuterie board. This is our Colombian loaf, which has Colombian chorizo and some of Colombian spices in it. This is a coffee with espresso coffee chocolate loaf, which is perfect for any coffee shop if you want to grab one of those loaves. We also have our cinnamon roll seesaw cookies with drizzled caramel, and they have caramel inside. This is made out of sourdough as well. And our snickerdoodle caramel cookie. My culture influences my baking because I grew up cooking, right? And I always saw my mother in the kitchen cooking with all of my family. So baking bread has become one of those things. That's why we created the Colombian loaf. We have authentic Colombian chorizo with our spices built into one loaf, and it just makes that love of the Colombian, that hug that you get from your Colombian mother or your Hispanic mother. I think one of the most important things is becoming part of the community, getting into the community and meeting the community. So really stand on community, love, and loaf. That's what I always say. Follow us on Instagram, Andres_Cando, and there will be a link there so you can order our bread.
A lot of you know that I have taken up drinking coffee, so who better to talk to than someone that knows about coffee, and that is Lobo with
Pura Vida Grinds.
Pura Vida Grinds. There we go. So let's talk Costa Rica coffee. That's what you guys are known for, and you brought that to Arizona.
Yes, I always wanted to share culture through coffee, so I bring all the coffee directly from Costa Rica to share with everyone here in the Valley.
Okay, and tell me about Costa Rica coffee. Like, what's the difference in the different regions, different areas, right?
All the coffee that I bring in from Costa Rica is all specialty coffee. So it's grown in different regions of the country. And we do one that we make for all of our house coffees. And then we bring specialty coffee, which is great for pour-overs and things like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We have the truck here, which is really cool. But you guys actually have a brick and mortar place, right?
Yeah, in between Bella Vista and Greenfield in Mesa at 3820 East Main Street. It's a small little Costa Rican coffee shop. And like I said, we bring all the coffee directly from Costa Rica. And we also have little souvenirs that people can come and buy to take home.
All right, let's talk about some of the food we have here, because this comes from actually the coffee shop, right?
Yeah, this comes from the coffee shop. So this here is our pinto burrito, and this uses black beans and white rice with veggies, sausage, and egg. And this is something that is very popular in Costa Rica, the pinto. And then we've got some empanadas. These are chorizo empanadas. And then we also have a small sweet coconut bun, which goes great with coffee. So just a few items that we have, yeah.
All right, let's talk about the drinks here. Let's start down here just really quick. The cold brews you have.
Yeah, so this is our Costa Rican cold brew that we make at the shop. And you can buy it in a cup or in one of these bottles here. We also make a prickly palmer, which is strawberry lemonade, and prickly pear tea, which is fun. And then here we have our Ocean Runner. So this is our energy drink, a little bit of Red Bull, Sprite, and some cold foam on top. And then we've got our Dirty Chai, which is super delicious. It's coffee and chai with a little bit of oat milk. And then this is our Lobo, which is a caramel mocha, which is our most popular drink ordered. And then we have our pumpkin, which is a pumpkin cold foam using oat milk.
I like this. This is really cool. I mean, this is really nice coming out here for us, but you take this out to different places, don't you?
Yeah, I do a lot of caterings around the valley, a lot of teacher events. I do a lot of building events, parties, weddings, all that good stuff, yeah.
Okay, Lobo, give me the quick secret about enjoying a good cup of Costa Rican coffee.
Quick secret about drinking coffee is just sitting down and enjoying it, taking the time to relax. That's what Pura Vida is all about, is live life to the fullest and kind of slow down in life like the sloth.
I like it. Okay, where can we find Pura Vida?
3820 East Main Street in Mesa, and then you can find us on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok at Pura Vida Grinds.
Perfect. It's Pura Vida. Got to check it out and enjoy a good cup of Costa Rican coffee. Like this. All right, let me see.
It's a celebration filled with music, dancing, and traditions. But behind the glitz and glamour, a quinceañera carries deep cultural and personal meaning. Alexia Serrata from our sister station, KVEO, shows us why this milestone event is so significant for many Hispanic families.
The word quinceañera, meaning 15-year-old girl in Spanish, is more than just a birthday celebration. It symbolizes a young girl's transition from girlhood to womanhood. For many Hispanic families, it's a time to gather those closest to you and show respect for culture, faith, and growth. Rooted in Latin American tradition, the quinceañera dates back to the 16th century, when ancient tribes held an initiation ceremony to celebrate the new era of a young girl and present them as prospective wives as well. Nowadays, a quinceañera celebration is easily adapted to fit any girl's lifestyle and personality. The celebration typically includes a mix of religious ceremony, a festive party with performances, and many symbolic moments. Some traditions incorporated into the event include a father-daughter dance, changing from a sneaker to a heel, and the presentation of the last doll. Quinceañera coordinator Vanessa Martinez says this celebration requires a team effort.
You need at least 8 to 10 vendors just to put it together, because not one vendor can do it all. And so the price point for a quinceañera that I've seen is in the thousands. That's why you want to plan 2 years in advance. And again, being Hispanic, being Latina, families want to get together. And if you give them time in advance, they will be able to pitch in, and they look forward to pitching in.
Preparations can take years. From booking the venue and vendors to finding the perfect dress, Cynthia Garza, mother of the future quinceañera, says she's already started planning her daughter's celebration, even though it's 2 years away.
I decided to start preparing ahead of time because times have changed, things are expensive, and I don't want to feel the stress of having to plan a party in such a short amount of time. I actually went to the venue, and I was surprised that there's families that have already booked the venue for like 2027.
Garza says she grew up attending quinceañeras and even had one of her own. She shares that it's special to see the tradition being passed down as her daughter is now following in her footsteps. Suri Hernandez looks forward to celebrating her own special day.
I wanted a quinceañera because my mom had one and it just inspired me to want to have one. I like that you get to have fun and enjoy that moment with your family and friends.
With dazzling dresses, emotional traditions, and years of planning, a quinceañera is a day when families of Hispanic heritage come together to celebrate a milestone and bring a dream to life. Reporting in Harlingen, I'm Alexia Serrata.
Hispanic Heritage Month is a celebration of culture, history, and contributions from diverse communities, and one of the most powerful ways culture shines is through the arts.
Fox 31's Janelle Padilla introduces us to two artists who hope to connect communities and inspire conversations through their work.
Baby girl, take me to your paradise.
Brandon Guzman is a full-time actor and musician in Denver.
Being a creator in Colorado has actually been awesome. There's so much opportunity for artists out here.
A first-generation Mexican-American, he was bit by the acting bug early on.
When I took theater, I got hooked. And my teacher was like, you can make a whole career out of this. And I was like, I can? And he's like, yes, of course you can.
Excuse me, girl.
But opportunities were few and far between.
Watching TV and movies, you always see like the Hispanic actor playing like only this part or only this part.
A stereotype he sets out to break.
But it gave me a little bit of pride and confidence knowing that sometimes I was the only Mexican or Hispanic person in the room. And I was like, great, I have that to my advantage because I can show them that I'm more than that.
Guzman recently wrapped a production telling the story of Gloria Estefan.
She was a star!
Performing alongside an all-Hispanic cast, including Nadia Menko.
That was the end of that.
In the Latino community, we support each other. We give opportunity with open doors to people.
And she's doing that through her own production company.
There are so many stories that we have that are so interesting, are so rich, and also are so rich in values. Our vision is to create, and produce stories from the Latino community and take it to the world.
Guzman and Menko hope to show future generations that diverse backgrounds also deserve a seat at the table.
The industry is going to tell you, you are the wrong thing for this, you have the wrong nose, you have the wrong voice, you have the wrong hair, you have the wrong nationality. Just do it and just continue doing it, because you can change someone's mind, you can change history.
Qué bonita luz esta noche, ¿no?
She always looks beautiful.
I'm very proud being a Mexican American. My parents both came here so that me and my siblings could aspire and live our dreams. And it's crazy to say because I think this is the first time it's coming out of my mouth, but they were able to give me the opportunity to live my dream, and I'm living it.
What a great story. Salsa music comes from the Caribbean, and it combines jazz and mambo beats from Cuba, Puerto Rican, and American influences.
See how a popular all-female salsa band is bringing the spicy sound to the forefront in Southern California.
You can feel the excitement building right before a show starts.
Is everybody ready?
I felt the music through to my toes, and I didn't know how to dance it, but my body wanted to move. And this band, the first of its kind in San Diego.
We are the only San Diego female salsa band.
And these women can take you to the Caribbean with music that speaks to your soul.
I
want to hear what an instrument sounds like when it's being played by a woman, which is no difference, right?
This all-female performance breaking barriers in San Diego and giving you a front row look into history.
They talk about the history and political things that are happening in Puerto Rico. So by the lyrics, you learn history.
Salsa music originated in New York in the 1960s with influence from Puerto Rican and Cuban cultures after a mass movement of Puerto Ricans migrated to the city in the 1950s.
There was not many options besides agriculture, very few jobs, and it was not progressing much in the island.
A song like this may sound like a celebration, but carries a deeper meaning.
It's loaded in a melody, it's loaded in a rhythm. It sounds like a very happy song, but in reality, it's talking about the struggles.
It's not just these songs, it's dances like this one that tell the story of the island.
This move right here. I love the soul that it has.
Each movement calls back to the African roots connected to the Caribbean.
It's nice to get them to understand like the depth of the music, as well as like surface level. Okay, well, what are the moves? But also, why are we doing those moves and where do those moves come from?
And Serena Cuevas, the owner of Deseo Studios, says the dance and the sound connects Puerto Ricans no matter where they live.
I can't go to Puerto Rico all the time. You know, I can go once in a while for vacation or something, but I still feel very connected.
That connection keeps the culture alive across the nation.
Even people that haven't been raised in the island, but you hear the music and you see the interaction with your family about it, you kind of inherit the feeling.
And the music even captivates musicians like Elizabeth Howard, who never grew up in the culture.
I didn't know how I'd never heard that music before.
In recent years, government mismanagement, corruption, and natural disasters compound Puerto Rico's economic decline, leaving music as one of the main ways for Puerto Ricans to raise awareness about issues on the island.
To sing in salsa, to sing in Spanish, is to be seen. And I want to be seen, and I want to represent.
And fueled by that sound, there's a renewed movement for Puerto Ricans living in the States to reclaim the culture.
It's meant to live on so people know the history, so people sing the history, so people dance the history.
With each performance, these women make sure the rhythm won't stop here.
Why can't more women be behind music?
Dia de los Muertos is a day to remember our loved ones who have passed on.
But instead of mourning in sadness, flowers, music, and altars are used as a way to celebrate their lives with joy. Here's a look at a traditional Dia de los Muertos festival in San Juan, Texas.
I want to reemphasize this. We're not celebrating death, we're honoring the dead.
Dia de los Muertos, or also known as Day of the Dead, has been celebrated for centuries, dating back long before the conquistadores came to Mexico. After the Spaniards colonized in the 16th century, they combined their Christian celebrations with the indigenous cultures already in place, and it grew into the vibrant and colorful festivity known today. The epicenter of that colorful tradition is the ofrenda that honors those who have died. Father Jorge Gomez with the Basilica of San Juan says the ofrenda is a place for families to memorialize their loved ones in different ways. They often adorn it with their loved ones' favorite food, beverages, and special items. And the Basilica will provide that space for people across South Texas.
We're going to have a big ofrenda here at the Basilica. So if you can bring pictures and a blanket so you can put your pictures, and any way you want to decorate it with flowers. Sometimes they bring pan dulce and the food they used to like, or their favorite musical instrument, so you name it.
While remembering those who have died can be a somber and difficult moment, Father Gomez says honoring the dead can also bring peace in a time of need.
As long as we remember them, we pray for them. And then when we pray for the dead, we are at the same time asking them, for those who are in heaven, to pray for us, and we help each other with our prayers.
The ofrenda at the Basilica is just one part of a bigger celebration during Dia de los Muertos. The downtown San Juan Cultural Arts District has spearheaded an annual festival to keep that rich tradition and cultural staple. With many activities planned, including La Catrina face paintings, costumes, and music, festival organizers want the community to embrace the colorful culture of honoring the dead with a unique twist of old and new traditions.
We're proud to announce that the route for the 5K will consist of running through the stations of the basilica as well. So we'll include a route that will go there.
We just want to keep the tradition going. It's something big, you know, in the Mexican culture. It's something nice that, you know, all families come out and celebrate during this day.
While this is only the second year the festival will be held in San Juan, the mission is to carry on the traditions and celebrate life for years to come.
Culture is the way we express who we are. So having this rooted in our hearts and in our lives, we can teach the next generation the importance of praying for those who have died, praying for those who are still alive.
Reporting in San Juan, I'm Marco Ramirez.
Thank you so much for joining us in our celebration of the Latino community, its leaders, artists, traditions, and more.
For more information, head over to our website, cw7az.com.